Hello, my name is Robert Brooks. The class is Advanced Visual Frameworks. The term is 1403, and in this video, I'm going to go over my project 2, native features and remote data. Project 2 for week 2, and this is going to be the video review. Now, starting off, I'll start off with the code. I'll be pretty brief because there is a decent amount of code here, and I could easily take up 10 minutes just going over the code. App.js file, very clean, just has the things that it needs to do. The UI.js is where I have the most of my stuff. The buttons, the different views and stuff like that. Data.js is where I'm bringing in my remote data. I'm actually bringing in my remote data from the Reddit.com API. They're top news stories. I love Reddit, longtime user, and I absolutely love it. Database, and what this is it's creating the SQLite database. That I bring into the UI.ji to save preferences and favorites. Form.js with all my form components on it. Camera.js, which is another lengthy one. We'll get into more of that a little bit later here. And then the geo.js, which is the geolocations. All right, so first things first, I will show you this on the iPad. I'm actually using this an excellent application. It's called Air Server. And it just mirrors your iPad screen right on the screen. As you can see, it says Robert's iPad. So this is live from my iPad here. So I'm going to go ahead and launch. The name of my application is Mobile News. You'll see there's the custom app icon right there. Okay, so launching it here. First screen's a login screen. I'm just going to put Bobby and just a simple password there. If you don't do it, if you don't put the password in, it will if you don't leave one of these blank, it will prompt you to fill in all the required fields. But I'm gonna, and you notice all the buttons at the bottom down here are grayed out until you hit the submit button, and if all the fields are filled in, it will come tell you your name that you put in for your username, and all the buttons on the bottom will now be enabled. First feature, top news. This is pulling from the the Reddit.com, their top news stories, top 25. You can click on any of them here, and you'll have a couple different options. Sorry, you can either view the news story, and if you hit view, it will actually launch. It will actually launch the actual URL of it. Very cool feature. As long as it's HTML5, it will work. So going back, the second option you have is to add one to your favorites, and once it's added, the alert comes up, says okay, it's added to your favorites. Now let's go into our favorites tab. You'll see that last one it pulls the date in, and it also pulls the title of the story in. So let's go and just edit. Here's an edit option. You can edit the date. I'll just change the date right here to 15, and I'll just delete half of this. Made it to fired cop, and then submit. Boom, and it says info updated. Okay, and you can see right here it updated it right there on that last one. You can also delete it there, or you can slide to delete as well. Pretty cool little feature. All right, and then the last but not least, and this was the most fun part of it, was let's create our own news. So let's create our own news story. So you go in here, just a basic page. Now this is going to launch it. You can create a news story from. You can use an image from either your photo gallery or your camera, your device camera. So let's look at it from the photo gallery. You can choose any image that you have in your photo gallery. I'm just going to choose one that I took a little earlier here. There, it clicks it right there. You can scale it, move it around, so you can zoom in and move it around just a little bit before you actually submit it. And you can hit use when you're ready. type the name of your story in here in this text field. Let's just say my story. And then the story text, so you can write as much text. You notice I disabled the return button, so you can actually, you know, goes here. You can actually type like a normal keyboard without having it without having it try and submit the text field. And here, just so you can see there. And then I have an option here. It says send story. So when you do that, it actually pulls up your email, and you see I have the email. I'll just send it to myself to prove that we can get it here. Boom, right there. The subject is automatically filled in with the value of the story field or the title field that I had already filled in. Your story text goes here and here and here. You can see the text area field that I put in there. And then here it also has your location. So you notice in the background I did a location, so it shows my latitude and longitude. Then when you're done, you send it. Email has been sent. Okay. You can go back, and the other option for the create news is use the camera. So you can use the camera, and just to prove to everybody that this is actually my iPad on the screen here. Let's go ahead and take that picture. If you're happy with it, and go ahead and use the photo. And you can do the same thing here. So you can enter your title, and then enter any text in here. Send story, and it does the exact same thing as the other one does. So pretty cool little feature. I really enjoyed learning how to do that. All right, backs out of it. And that is it for the iPad. Real quick, I'll do the Android. I know I'm running low on time here. There's a lot of different components to this. So same thing here. Let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Submit. Now this is a little slower. You'll notice that the emulator is an Android test, so I actually did a tablet. I think it was the Nexus 10 tablet. I set it up to run that. You'll see the top news stories. Same thing, scrollable list from Reddit. You can view, add favorites, cancel. Viewing it's going to bring up the web view. This is pretty slow, so bear with me here. And while you're waiting this, I'll tell you, sorry if you can't hear me. I've been under the weather for the last week or so. All right, so there we go. It comes up, and it's a scrollable view there. Just takes a lot longer on the Android emulator. Going back, I'm going to close that one. And then we'll go to our favorites. You can add, from the top news, you can add from your favorites. Like I said, it takes forever sometimes to load on here. There we go. So this is one from 3/12 the other day, and you can edit it, delete it, do whatever you want to do. I'll just change the date real quick here, so we submit. Info updated. Let's go ahead and close that. Now the create news is a little, it works on the emulator, it works fine, but the only problem is, one, you don't have an email application set up, and two, you can click photo gallery all day long, but there's no media in it, so it's but it does work. See, it says it was canceled. You can use the camera. Please install SD card before it takes a picture, so you can't, really do that. So back. And that is it. So everything works across both of them. It's just having an emulator, you can't launch the camera, or you can't take a picture, or you can't, you don't have anything in storage. So with that being said, I really enjoyed the project for this week, and I look forward to next week's project. Thank you.